All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Mike and Ant. We are your hosts, Mike and Ant. Mike, what's good?
Get ready to dive into this NBA talk. Ant-Man got swatted out the playoffs. Let's get to it.
Yeah, we'll talk about the NBA playoffs. We've been gone for a few months now, so we missed the whole first round, but the second round is concluding, and San Antonio they beat Minnesota today. One
Yo, I can't hear you, bro.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right, now what I was saying is San Antonio beat Minnesota to win the series 4 games to 2. The final score, as I'm trying to pull it up here,
I got it, Pew. 139 to 109.
yeah, so it's a 30-point blowout. So they're advancing 4-2. San Antonio is moving on to the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2017. And for a team that has missed the playoffs 6 years in a row, it is huge for them to make it this far in their first ever playoff appearance for this unit. And I think this could be a start of something for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama, he has arrived, and the scary thing about him is he's only going to get better. But
Yeah,
at 7'5", I mean, this guy could do everything. So San Antonio,
talk,
they're going to be a
talk
scary
about
team,
it.
and then Stephon Castle, he's a great number two. I mean, they could. They're both young. I think Wimby's 22, Castle's 21. They could be the next, Kobe Shaq or Shaq and Penny, whatever, for the next decade if they can get along. That was the problem with Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah,
But
talk about it.
yeah, I mean, San Antonio, they're a young team. You normally teams this young don't make it this far, but they're definitely ahead of schedule. And I think it's gonna be a great matchup between them and Oklahoma. During the regular season, San Antonio uh, won the season series 4 games to 1, I believe. So they have their number, and I'm also excited too because Wimbyama and Chet Holmgren they've been beefing all year. So
Yeah,
I'm happy to see that beef in the playoffs. And as we saw in Minnesota, Wimby is not afraid to throw an elbow and knock a motherfucker out. So Chet, watch out.
yeah. We seen it. We seen it. Might have been warranted for a suspension that he got away with, but he's definitely throwing them bows.
Yeah, Adam Silver, he's a soft commission. He ain't gonna suspend nobody.
Yeah, I
But we gonna
tell
we
you,
gonna
I
see
completely.
we're gonna see skinny on skinny in this matchup. Two skinny dudes beefing with each other.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Spurs heading on over to the defending champs and see if the refs are gonna stay out of it this time.
Well, that's been the key for Oklahoma. Is they've been getting all the calls, but we'll see how it goes. But I am excited for this series out in the West. Out
For
in the
sure.
East, excuse me, out in the East, the New York, they just been chilling. Since being down 2-1 to the Hawks in the first round, the Knicks have won 7 games in a row,
Yeah.
and they've won all 7 games in blowouts. I think the closest game they played was Game 2 against Philly, where they beat the Sixers by 6 points. But other than that, they've been double digits.
Yeah.
They beat Atlanta by 50 points in one game, and then in the closeout game against Philly, they beat Philly by 30 on Sunday, and then in game 1 they beat them by 40. So the Knicks, they're just blowing teams out. It hasn't even been close. And right now they're just resting while the Pistons and the Cavs beat the hell out of each other right now.
I don't think the Knicks
The Knicks,
fit either
have,
one of those teams.
yeah, I think the Knicks could beat either one of those teams. I've been watching that series very closely, and
Yeah.
neither team has really impressed me. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself as a Knicks fan because I don't want to jinx it. But right now, it looks like this could be our year. As far as the Pistons, so they're having a weird playoffs because you talk about history repeating itself. So in the first round, they played Orlando, and in 2003, they got down 3-1 to the Magic. only to come back and win that series. And then fast forward to 2026, they play Orlando in the playoffs again.
Yeah.
Same thing. They go down 3-1, only for them to come back and win that series. And what was crazy is that each game followed the same script as what happened in 2003. Orlando won game one, Detroit
Yep.
won game two, Orlando won games 3 and 4, Detroit won games 5, 6, and 7. And then in 2026, same thing. Orlando wins game one, Detroit wins game two, Orlando wins games 3 and 4, Detroit wins games 5, 6, and 7. And then in the second round, same thing. The last time they played the Cavs was in 2006. And in 2006, Detroit won games 1 and 2. Cleveland won games 3, 4, and 5. Detroit won games 6 and 7. Fast forward to 2026, Detroit won games 1 and 2. Cleveland won games 3, 4, and 5. And then tonight, Detroit won game 6 to force game 7. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like this Pistons team. They're just following the same script from the Pistons team from 20 years ago with Chauncey and Rip and
Yeah.
Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace and all those guys. So it's
Bunch
just
of
crazy how
forgotten
like
people.
history's repeating itself with the Pistons.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna get to picking our I guess we could do it now. We dove into the game, so let's get to it. We know that we got the Knicks. Who you got them playing in the next round, and which how you got that series looking?
Detroit's in the same boat as San Antonio, and but different in the sense that they're both young teams, and this is really their first go around.
Yeah,
San Antonio has handled it better, I think, because they have Wimbyama, so they're not really struggling as much as Detroit. Detroit, despite being the number one seed and having the best record in the East all season long, is they've really struggled in these playoffs, and you can tell that they lack experience, and
yeah,
it's hurt them in these playoffs. And I feel like for the Pistons, like every game is like a learning curve for them. And so I say the same thing about Detroit that I will say about San Antonio. I do think Detroit, they're a young up and coming team, and I think they're going to be a team to reckon with in the future. I don't see it happening for them this year, but to answer your question though, only because they have the home court advantage, I do see them winning Game 7, and I think we play Detroit in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I think the Knicks can beat the Pistons.
yeah.
And
I
then
got
out
Knicks.
west, I think I'm leaning towards San Antonio beating Oklahoma.
Yeah, well, I got the Knicks beating the Pistons 4-2, assuming Pistons move on. Cavs move on. They might get worse than 4-2. Um, I definitely got the Spurs beating OKC. I'm gonna say that takes 7, and I just give my prediction now. You might not want to hear it. I'm gonna say the Spurs get your boys in the finals. I think the Spurs over the Knicks in the NBA Finals this year is what I'm going with.
All right. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think if Cleveland wins, I could see the Knicks. I could see the Knicks winning that series in like 5 games. I think
Yeah,
if Detroit wins, I could see it going maybe 6 or 7.
yeah. I don't even think it goes 7, but I think it just goes at least another game.
Yeah, because Detroit will have the home court, so I from that I could see them winning at least two games, maybe 3. And then Cleveland, from what I've seen in these playoffs, I mean they struggled against Toronto, and so yeah, I could easily, and James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, they have the reputation of disappearing in the playoffs, and at times this year, especially in these playoffs, they've disappeared. They'll have a
Yeah,
good game, and then the next game they just fall off a cliff.
yeah.
But I
We'll see
think
how it goes.
the Western Conference matchup will be the must see TV.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I think that's going to be the 7 game series where it could go either way. I'm just leaning a little bit towards the Spurs, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's OKC.
Yeah, so we both got Spurs Knicks in the finals, rematch of the '99 finals.
Yes, we
The
do.
last time the Knicks were in the playoff, I mean, that's last time the Knicks were in the finals.
Yeah, I'm going to say Spurs versus Knicks without Allen Houston and Spreewell.
I still feel like if Patrick Ewing didn't get hurt, it would have been a closer series.
I would say most likely it would have been, yeah.
But while we're on the topic of the NBA, let's talk about the lottery that happened last week.
Yeah.
And so, as we talked about during the course of the season, a lot of people are saying that this draft class is right up there with the 96 draft class and the '03 draft class and the '84 draft class.
Yeah,
A
no
lot of people
way.
think there's going to be so much talent in this draft. Obviously, we have to wait and see how it plays out. But out of all the players, a lot of people say the best player is AJ DeBonsa from your
Yep.
hometown. He did not look happy, but the Wizards, they won the lottery, and the Wizards actually became the first team. I think they said in since I think the first team since like 2017
Yeah.
to actually have the worst record in the league and win the lottery.
Yeah. So I mean it wasn't rigged.
Oh no, it's still rigged because Utah, despite all their tanking, still got the second pick. So actually, it still worked out for them. They didn't get number one, but they still got number two.
Yeah, fair to say. I don't know why he'd be disappointed. Just to be able to go play with Trey Young should be enough. I mean, the Wizards not a bad team. If they can keep Anthony Davis with him for a few years, I feel like they might have something going on over there.
Well, I think this is. I'm not. I'm just speculating. I don't know if it's true, but he did go to college in Utah, so
Oh,
maybe
I
he just
know.
really likes it in Utah. And maybe he was hoping Utah got the number one pick.
Oh, they moved him to Utah. uh, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. So
Oh,
yeah, I
okay. I
think
thought I thought he just went there last year for college.
nah, his family moved him out of there like a while ago. So I do believe he wanted to go to Utah. We'll see how it goes. The NBA has a weird thing, a weird way of making things work. So don't be surprised if the Wizards take somebody else and let him go to Utah.
Well, but the person that they're saying is the second best player in this draft is Carlos Boozer's son, Cam Boozer. I think that's the twin. There's the Boozer twins. I know one Boozer is going to the NBA because he's the second player, the second best player in the draft. The other Boozer twin is actually staying in school. But yeah, I think it's Cam Boozer, but they say he's gonna be the number two pick. But it will be a Washington Wizards thing to do to take Boozer and then just let the Bonsa fall to Utah at number two.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it happened. We'll see though.
Because I think because of who his dad is, I could see teams just falling in love with him and maybe the Wizards take him number one.
Yeah, or
Even though
maybe a
both
little
him and
cash,
his brother
or
made
maybe
some
a little
money.
cash behind the scenes, and them knowing he wants to go to Utah. So it's we'll
But
see
then,
how it
but then
goes.
again, though, his dad, Carlos Boozer, played for Utah, and Carlos Boozer could pull an Arch Manning and be like, "I don't want my son going to the Wizards."
Mm, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But man, listen, it's gonna be an intriguing situation to watch play out. But with that being said, let them know where to find us, bro. If I fall asleep on this table.
All right. Well, this time next year, we'll be talking about Mike's old new favorite team, the Seattle Sonics, in the lottery.
Yeah,
So
we
we'll see
will.
how that
Yes, we
goes.
will.
But you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, TuneIn, Amazon Music, and who else am I forgetting?
We on everything.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, everything. And make sure you like and subscribe to us on YouTube. And Mike, tell them about that QR code.
Yep, head on over to W Energy. Right now, I need to take my shot. But head on over to W Energy, multiple different flavors. Put in the code Mob Squad 508. It'll give you 10% off all purchases. But it's been a long night. We'll be seeing you guys very soon. And remember, coming soon to Twitch and YouTube live along with X. The Mike and Ant show will be live every Tuesday. I don't know if it'll be next week starting, but we'll be getting you the first official date coming up soon. But every Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be coming to you guys along with a lot of other content as well. We won't be taking this long ever again. We promise that.
Yes.
But all right, my brother, I'll talk to you in the morning.
All right. Talk to you in the morning. And for everybody else out there, peace.
Yes, sir. Stay on for a second, though.
All right.